What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Minnesota Vikings franchise. We are here in Season 4, Week 13 at the Metrodome. The Minnesota Vikings are taking on the Atlanta Falcons, sitting at 5-6. Minnesota right now on top of the NFC North. They own the tiebreaker over the Chicago Bears, but they have been there the entire season, and they play the Green Bay Packers this week. So it's a big week for the NFC North. Looking at the Falcons stats here, you can see Case Keenum has had the most playing time at quarterback. Matt Ryan has had the least. And their new running backs are Mike Trumpy and C.J. Spiller. And their leading receiver is Heath Miller, who has more catches and yards than Roddy White, Ryan Broyles, and Julio Jones. On defense, they still have Curtis Lofton and Brent Grimes with 5 interceptions. So now we go to the Metrodome in Minneapolis for this Week 13 showdown. And you can see here for the coin toss, Matt Ryan is there. He will get the start in this game, and we go into the Falcons' first possession. Matt Ryan to pass on second down. He finds Julio Jones on the slant. That is good for a 14-yard catch. New set of downs at the 37-yard line. Vontae Leach in motion. Hand off to Mike Trumpy, and he's going to go off the left side and pick up the first down. 11-yard run. Now at midfield, 3rd down and 8. Split backs out of the shotgun for Ryan. He fakes the handoff and then throws his under pressure for Julio Jones, and it falls incomplete. But we go into the Falcons' next possession now. It's 3rd down and 13 for Matt Ryan. He's got a clean pocket to throw from, plenty of time to go. And he's going to heave it deep for Ryan Broyles, and he makes the catch 30 yards. He got some separation in the coverage, ended up getting a big gain on that catch. And now Julio Jones on the slant once again, working on Cedric Griffin, it looks like. That's another first down, getting the Falcons to the 1-yard line, where C.J. Spiller will pound it into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Falcons are up early, 7-0. Minnesota now with the ball, 2nd down and 10. Ponder is quickly wrapped up for the sack. Only lost a 3, but pressure got to him very quickly. Now 3rd down and 13. Ponder's looking on the right side for Jamez Logan, and it's knocked away by Brent Grimes. And that is going to be a 3-and-out for Minnesota. So the Falcons have the ball now later in the first quarter. Matt Ryan, he has hit as he throws, but he finds Julio Jones for a first down, 13 yards. Already 4 catches for Jones in the first quarter. 2nd and 4, handoff goes to Mike Trumpy, the running back out of Northwestern, who runs for a first down. But faced with a 3rd down and 4 now, Ryan gives it to C.J. Spiller, and he will not pick up the first down, loses a yard on the play. Vontez Burfict is shaken up. He had enough of that last year, and he would be all right. But the kick is up, and that is going to be no good. And Cecil Shorts, I thought about returning it with him, but I decided not to, and the Vikings get the ball at the 48-yard line now. 2nd down and 9 for Christian Ponder. He wants to look for Andrew Corliss, and it's picked off by Brent Grimes. 6th interception on the year. I wanted to lead Andrew Corliss towards the sideline, and Ponder threw it right on a line, right in the direction of Brent Grimes. So the Falcons get the ball right back and continue to use their passing offense to get down the field with Julio Jones with his 6th catch already. 3rd down and 8 now for Ryan. He throws it over the middle for C.J. Spiller, and that is going to be a first down once more for the Falcons, doing a very good job of converting on 3rd down so far. And now Mike Trumpy takes the carry, and he will go into the end zone. 2 rushing touchdowns for the Falcons, and it's 14-0 here late in the second quarter. Ponder and the Vikings trying to get their offense going. 3rd and 2, the pass on the drag route is complete to Jamez Logan. That is good for a first down. And now 3rd and 7, Ponder under pressure, and he's hit as he throws, and the ball just goes to the turf. But Ponder getting roughed up here in the first half, and Minnesota's offense extremely quiet. Here the Falcons are trying to add to their lead, but Matt Ryan is sacked by Christian Ballard, forcing 3rd down and 18. Minnesota calls a timeout. They want to get the ball, hand off to C.J. Spiller, and Spiller is going to pick up the first down. You cannot let up a first down on 3rd and 18 on the ground. So the Falcons now, they have the opportunity to keep adding on to this lead as they have a new set of downs to work with, and you can't let Vontae Leach, a fullback, get a first down on a reception like that. Luckily, I come through with Christian Jones and sack Ryan, make it 3rd and 18 once again, and obviously we're eyeing C.J. Spiller now, and he does get the handoff, but he will not get far at all. No gain in Minnesota. They would not let up any points before halftime. We go to the second half now, and the Vikings have the ball. Here's Adrian Peterson getting a carry. 6 rushes for 20 yards so far, but Minnesota not getting first downs or any gains that are really helping them out and giving them any lengthy drives. So now 3rd and 2 for Ponder. Kind of throws an awkward pass for Jamez Logan. It is caught for a first down. As the Vikings are now in Falcons territory, need another first down play here. Need 4 yards. The pass to Jamez Logan, and good coverage once again by the Falcons D, and that is going to force the Vikings to punt. And good punt coverage would keep the Falcons at the 3-yard line. Here a fullback dive with Vontae Leach goes nowhere, so Minnesota looking for a stop and some great field position possibly. The handoff goes to CJ Spiller, and Christian Jones decides to take him down by the face mask. The rookie just made one of the biggest mistakes he could have in that situation, giving the Falcons new life, a new set of downs. Matt Ryan throws Ryan Broyles, great block, and I get opposition with Taylor Mays. He breaks off a Vontae's perfect, and then the big play after the penalty, and the Falcons find themselves once again in Minnesota territory. 3rd down and 10 for Matt Ryan. He's going to look left side. That's caught by Broyles, and he is tackled by Griffin, but they're in field goal range, and they would knock it home. 17-0 Falcons. And the Vikings now with the ball, and it is just not getting any better for Minnesota. Justin Smith gets a sack on Christian Ponder. Falcons find themselves with the ball once more, and CJ Spiller continuing to have a great game at 1st down to the Minnesota 40-yard line. We are late in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota has not touched the scoreboard. The 3rd and 4 pitch to Spiller. Yet another 1st down for CJ Spiller. And the Falcons look to keep this on the ground. Giving it to Mike Trumpy, who has a hole on the left side. He's going to go right through that hole into the end zone. 29 yards for Mike Trumpy. And Minnesota is down 24-0. 3rd quarter has come to an end, and Ponder trying to throw on the run to Percy Harvin, and that throw is way off the mark. So once again, in 3rd down and long, Ponder looking for Crabtree. It's off the mark. Minnesota forced the punt again. They get the ball later in the 4th quarter. And 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. Ponder trying to escape the rush, and he is sacked by Ray Edwards. And that is when I had enough. The entire starting offensive line was put on the bench. I put in all the backups because I was tired of the pressure getting to Ponder, and the starters were not getting the job done. So now Ponder out of the shotgun in his own end zone. 3rd down and 16. Pressure coming off the edge, but he gets the pass off to Percy Harvin, who makes the catch. He's got some room to run up past the 40-yard line. He cuts inside. Nice move, Percy. And 97 yards to pay dirt. Percy Harvin finally provides a spark for the Vikings offense. But is it too little, too late? 6:30 to go in the 4th quarter. Vikings with the ball once more. And this time Visanthe Shenko makes a clutch catch. 22 yards, giving the Vikings a new set of downs. 2nd down to Ponder. He's going to pump and look over the middle. Jamez Logan makes the catch. That'll be good for a 1st down as Minnesota trying to battle back and get some points late. Another pass to Percy Harvin now on the outside. He spins, gets away from one tackler, and is down at the 15-yard line. And Percy is shaken up, but we kept him in the game. He would be fine. 3rd and 1 for Ponder. Pressure coming right through the middle, and that is going to be a sack for the Falcons. And Minnesota kicks a field goal. It's 24-10, and now trying to hold the Falcons to get the ball back. This one is not quite over. Trumpy takes a drop the middle, though, for a 1st down. Now 2nd down and 9. Handoff to CJ Spiller. He doesn't get too far. 2 yards on the carry, so 3rd down and 7. Can Minnesota force a stop and keep this game interesting? CJ Spiller. I've never seen that animation. He just tripped. He just fell. No one touched him. That was pretty cool. But he got the 1st down, which is not cool. And now it's 3rd and 12, and Spiller is not going to get the 1st down this time at least. So Minnesota, less than 2 minutes to go and no timeouts. Can they pull off this comeback? 1st and 10 for Christian Ponder. He is sacked once again and fumbles the ball. And 2nd and 17 coming up now. Peterson motions out, empty backfield for Christian Ponder out of the shotgun. 4th and 17, looking long for Peterson, and he's not going to be able to hang on to the pass. And Minnesota falls to the Atlanta Falcons 24-10. The Falcons dominated most of this matchup. Minnesota made it interesting late with 10 points and a 97-yard touchdown from Percy Harvin, but in the end it was not enough as Minnesota's offense once again continues to struggle even with Jamez Logan back in the lineup. And now taking a look at the stats, Matt Ryan, 231 yards passing. He could have had a lot more, but they were so successful in the running game that they did not need to throw the ball in the second half. Trumpy, 84 yards. CJ Spiller, a lot of 1st down carries. Percy leads the game in receiving thanks to that 97-yard touchdown pass. Jamez Logan, another quiet performance in his 2nd game back off of an injury, but hopefully he can return to top form and help this Vikings offense kind of rebound a little bit because Minnesota has now fallen out of 1st place in the NFC North, but they have a big game coming up against the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. The winner will be on top of the NFC North. That is a huge game coming up in Week 14. And until then, there's a couple more videos for you guys to check out. On top is the 1st episode of my new Road to the Show series. That is Flash Jackson, the center fielder who I have focused on speed and contact. I'm excited to play some more of that and get some more episodes up. And on the bottom, I have a video talking about what if the Colts decided to surprise everybody and draft Robert Griffin III instead of Andrew Luck. So go check out those videos, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Minnesota Vikings franchise. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.